Today I'm going to be talking about a show that I think that it is the best show of all time. That's a big statement, isn't it? I'm literally challenging the whole internet and telling everyone this is the best show of all time. You know how crazy that is? You know the comments I'm gonna get? Now, most of my favorite shows, pretty much before this one, is like Dragon Ball Z, Breaking Bad, the early seasons of The Walking Dead, The Office, those shows, those are like Seinfeld. Seinfeld's good, man. But I would say now my new favorite show is Attack on Titan. I would never think an anime would be my favorite show. At first I thought like, oh, it's kind of weird, but you know what? No, it's not. It's not weird. So I'm gonna just go over some reasons why I think this is the best show of all time, and then you guys can write in the comments why I'm so wrong. First reason, the show's not that long. It's only 4 seasons now. Yeah. The 4th season was literally cut up into like 3 slices when they were taking out this last season. It took years for this last season to finally completely be out. And I get that, fair. But you know, every other show and movie does that too now. So why not, huh? Why can't Attack on Titan do that? But other than that, now that all the seasons are out, you know, it's just 4 seasons. The 4th season's kind of long, but it's honestly the best season. Unlike shows like The Walking Dead, which I previously stated, I said that The Walking Dead early seasons were the best, and then later it got boring because they just kept dragging it. At some point, kind of like Breaking Bad, you just need to end the show so it can be good. So it can just, you know, won't be dragged out too much. Imagine if Breaking Bad was like 10 seasons, it'd be like, oh my god, wrap this up. And Attack on Titan does that good. It's not like One Piece, where you can, like, you know, if you're gonna watch One Piece, you have to start from the beginning and watch like, what is it, like 1,355,452 episodes, something like that. Attack on Titan is 4 seasons. Second season's pretty short, and then the first, third, and are like medium sized, and the 4th one's like the biggest one, like I said. So you can just catch up and watch it, and trust me, you will binge watch it because this show is amazing. The music is amazing. 10 out of 10. I've seen so many YouTubers who are like music YouTubers who react to the music of this show. Dude, I'm telling you, God, this show has so much bangers. I wish I could play them on here, but I don't want to like get in trouble with the whole YouTube thing and all that. You know, you put like 1 second of a song and it's over for your channel or whatnot. Or I think that's only if you make money. I'm not making money. Hopefully soon though. But some songs that are good is like The Rumbling. Everyone remember that. Even some of my friends who didn't watch the show love that song. The Attack on Titan season 1 intro. The Attack on Titan season 2 intro. The 3rd intro. The 4th intro. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube video out there. Just put Attack on Titan best songs, top 10 best songs, and there's more than 10 good songs, but I feel like every song in this show is just so good. Like, for example, spoiler alert, you've been warned. In season 2, when Reiner turns out to be the armored titan, that music that's playing is like, oh my god, so good. Or like in season 3, when Levi meets Kenny, the little rap they got, I think it's called K21. Oh my god, so good. Again, if you know me, when a show or a game or a movie, anything has good music, a video game, you know, when it has good music, I'm just like instantly like, okay, you know, this is gonna be good. The characters are so well written. Like, for example, in the 1st season, everyone thought Reiner was just like some random character, not gonna be important. Turns out by the end of the 4th season, he's one of the best written characters, and personally, my favorite character, besides Piek Finger. It's either Reiner or Piek Finger. Those are one of those two is my favorite characters, my faves. Eren, how pretty much every season he never changed, and how in the last season everyone thought he was pathetic when he was crying and all that, but in reality that's kind of who he was the whole time. I know some people had a problem with that when he was crying and bursting into tears, but if you think about it, that's actually who he is. He never really changed. I'm not gonna get into like analyzing characters. There's a lot of other YouTube videos that can do that, but Eren was a very well written character. There's a lot of characters that are very good written in this show. Everyone likes Mikasa, but believe it or not, Mikasa, I know she's like one of the most famous Attack on Titan characters, but believe it or not, she was actually probably like the least best written character in my opinion, because she's just kind of like an Eren, you know, like follower, and she doesn't really change. She's always just like obsessed with him. But yeah, the characters are good, and when you have good written characters, you can relate to them, and that's what people like. A lot of people don't like Superman because he's too overpowered, he's too strong. Like, some people can't relate to them. That's why a lot of I feel like most people like Batman now, because Batman doesn't have any superpowers. He's just a guy who's just really smart and has gadgets. favorites. You get what I'm saying? When you can relate to a character, people love that character. The story was amazing, and the message was good. The message is pretty much, honestly, now that I think about it, the message pretty much has been said with a lot of shows and movies and games, that war never changes. Humanity will always fight each other. As long as there's humans, there will always be war. But I did love the plot twist. Again, this is the biggest spoiler right here. I've already said spoiler alert, but this is a big old heavy spoiler. In season 3, when it turns out that they're not really all by themselves in that city, and they just been excluded from like the world. It's kind of like that island in real life. I'm probably gonna butcher it, but it's called North Sentinel Island, where there's like a tribe there, and you know, the whole world's not supposed to like visit them. It's kind of like that with this show. They're in the city and no one's supposed to visit them, and there's titans around guarding them from getting out, or from anyone going to the city. I think I'm kind of blurry on that, but there's titans around the city, okay? So just, yeah, they can't get out because there's so many titans. In the show, you're to believe that like everyone was turned, or everyone's a titan and they're the last humans, but again, in season 3 you find out that's not the case. I also love the plot twist that Eren becomes a bad guy, kinda. I mean, he is a bad guy. He did kill almost the whole world, but he did it for his friends. So it's just like, the show kind of puts you in dilemma. Like, let's say you and your people, there's a few of you, and you're being discriminated by like the whole world. Do you have to stand down and let your people and you just suffer, or do you fight back and attack the whole world because they're all against you? You know, what's good, what's bad? You have the right to defend yourself, but at the cost of also innocent people. Can I say that word? I hope I could say that word. I'm trying to be family friendly here. But yeah, the show puts you in a very tough dilemma like that. Also, just a random, this is another random one. The Titans are so awesome. My favorite is the Armored Titan. It was so cool in season 1 when he just runs through and breaks through that wall. And there's so much mysteries about the Titans too. Like the regular Titans, like why do they run so weird? Why do they act like that? Like they all walk, like that's one of the things that made the show famous. All the Titans would run weird and like abnormal and strange and so unnerving. Like it makes you feel like why are they running like that? That's so creepy. I remember the creator said that he got the idea with Titans running like that because like apparently one day he saw a bunch of people or someone drunk and they were running funny, so he just got the idea from that. Going back to the character development, I kind of just thought about it now. I feel like Eren and Reiner are like, this is just my personal opinion right here, my personal opinion. I feel like Eren and Reiner are like opposites but yet the same person. Reiner tries to act tough on the outside, but on the inside he's actually just like a weak person. And then Eren tries to act tough but is actually a weak person. You get me? Like they're both the same and different. And like how Reiner was first the good guy and then now is the bad guy, and then Eren was the good guy and now he's a bad guy, but then Reiner became a good guy, but then Eren stayed as a bad guy. They even kind of show like in the first season Eren as a kid looking up and there's a colossal titan, Reiner and Bertolt attacking his city, and then on the 4th season it's Reiner now looking at Eren attacking his city. Eren and Reiner, they both want to, you know, unalive themselves for a certain while, but then Reiner decides not to. And Eren, the whole show, he's kind of, you know, Jean, he kind of calls him like a suicidal blockhead. And then in the end he did kind of turn out to like unalive himself, kinda, not really, because he challenged everyone to fight him, but at the end that was his plan, to die. So yeah, and then they both want to be heroes, but Reiner wants to be a hero so his like his mom and his family can acknowledge him and like the people of his city can acknowledge him. And Eren just wants to be a hero too for his people and for his friends. You know, kind of like opposites, but they're the same person. Did that make sense? In my head it made sense better. Maybe I butchered that. But anyways, those are the reasons why I love this show and why I think it is the best show, or at least anime, of all time. Let me know in the comments why you guys disagree with me. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna fact check me. Again, I just freeball these videos off the top of my head. But if you like this video, I got other videos on my channel. I do gaming, sometimes shows, sometimes movies. Really would help if you guys support the cause and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Also, Piek is my waifu.